just going to show you a quick routine of what I do that's quick and easy as far as my makeup goes, especially with the masks being worn and not using actual foundation and stuff like I would if I wasn't wearing a mask. But this is my translucent setting powder. It's Touch Behold. I use it basically as a foundation. And the reason I do this is because my face gets extremely oily and greasy. And as you can see, my face is broke out. I have horrible skin. And I'm pregnant, so I'm sure that contributes to the breakouts and wearing the masks. Because as you can see, it's mostly like around my chin and sides of my face. I just put a little bit of this everywhere, just quickly powder it on. Because it helps absorb oils and make me not as shiny and greasy looking. Then I typically do my eyebrows, which I use the Moodstruck Brow Obsession palette that comes in different shades for different hair colors. This one I believe is for brown, or maybe brunette. That's what this one is. But I have darker hair, so that's why I use it. And it actually has several different colors in it. Right now I'm using this one here, the lighter one that is used for like edging. And the nice thing about this too is if you mess it up a little bit, especially on the bottom, it's got some other lighter colors and stuff that you use like kind of to highlight and stuff on the bottom. And I also use this brush. It's also by Unique for brows. I'm not really sure what the name of it is, but I'm sure if you look up the brushes, if you want to get something like this, it's just like it's made for eyebrows. Then I'm going to use this color. It's the darker one for filling in. Normally I can do this pretty quick, but I'm trying to do a video, and this is my first video ever including makeup. I've never even tried to do one before, so it's all new for me. Please bear with me. Here we go. All right. Now, if I wanted to go in and make it look better, there is, like if I was going out to a dinner or something, I would use this pink here and use the angled side of the brush and go around the bottom here and the bottom, like right along the line here, and it helps add more definition. And then I would use this here. It's more of a light, it's a super light color, it's a highlighter, and I would trim just underneath or right over top of where I did the pink. Now this here is a wax, so if you have unruly little tiny hairs that like to stick out everywhere, you can just barely tap it. You don't need much at all, very, very little. And just use it to help tame down those unruly pieces, which right now I'm not really having any issues with it. I don't normally use it very much, but sometimes I have those ones that just, I slept on it weird or something and they're sticking up everywhere, and it helps tame them down. So that's it for the brows. Now I do have some darker areas like that showed up while I've been pregnant, like up here, and then like where I have like right here, like the dark spots from my breakouts. I do use a Mineral Touch pressed powder. Mine's not very pressed right now. And the color I use is Valor, I think is how you say it. Valor. Because I have kind of a like yellowish tint, lighter skin, and it seems to help. But it does well for the most part blending in with that pressed powder without it making it look like I actually am using a concealer that might throw things off because of the color. It blends very well. It just helps lighten up those areas that are problems for me. But once again, this isn't for like going out to a party or anything like that crazy where you want to look like awesome. But just something quick and easy for me to do that takes about, I don't know, 15-ish minutes usually for me to do my normal makeup routine before I go to work or just to go out to eat, you know, nothing crazy though. Just like if I'm just gonna go to, say, Eaton Park or go to the store to go shopping, not going all out. Now I have this little red spot right here and it's like I don't know what it is. It's always been there, it never goes away. This doesn't really seem to cover that at all. Some of my actual foundations do, but once again, I'm not really that awful concerned. I just want to do something quick. Now, I also have this brush here that is, well, I use this to cover up the stuff. It's just kind of like a little round blending brush, I believe is what it's called, for eyeshadows. And I have this one that's by Unique. I really like Unique's brushes. I use it for just a little dab of a blush. And this is the blush I actually put on it, but I don't put it on every time I use it. I typically only actually put it on the brush like once a week maybe, and I just tap it. I don't get a lot on there because I don't want to make it super dark. I don't want it to look fake. I want to make things look more natural and just add a little touch of color to my cheeks. Makes me look younger and brighter, and I don't know, just looks better, I think. After I do that, I like to use this here. I think it's Pretty Vulgar, yeah. And what it is a kind of like a primer, I guess is what you would call it, for your eyelids. Once again, I'm super, super oily, and I've tried several different kinds of this, and this has been not this brand, but of different eye primers. And this one so far actually lets me wear my eye makeup for about 12 hours, depending on the type I use of the eyeshadow, without getting globby and gross from all the oil that I produce. And I always do that just a minute before I put the rest on, so it has time to kind of absorb and dry a little bit. Get kind of a sticky texture to it, so that it helps hold onto the makeup better. All right, now for my work routine tonight, I'm going to use this makeup that I got from BoxyCharm. This has eyeshadow in it, and I am going to go with this shimmery looking blue for the outside corners and around the crease of my eye. Then I'm going to do this called Exclusive. It's like a gold, brown gold color for the inner corners and to blend outwards, and a little bit on the, like as it goes up, but not very much. And then I'm going to use this much lighter pop-up for around the top to help blend things out. Bear with me because I'm trying to get ready for work, so I don't want to waste too much time doing this video, but I also want to make it so it's understandable. And like I said, this is my first time, so bear with me with doing a video. And this whole routine, just because I don't know if it's because I have it down as a habit, like, or a process, I can get through it in anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes. Now, I always start, when I start doing the inner part, I always start closer to the darker, to the color that whatever color it is I chose to do as the outer part. And I kind of go over it just a little tiny bit to blend it. so that I don't have like these really significant changes in color. I like the blend look much better because I think it just looks smoother. Now let me do the lightest one. And this, it helps add, I like the shimmery. I mean, some of the flat colors are good too on occasion. I just think it helps me, it makes me feel better, at least, or younger, more vibrant. And I think with my oily skin, it helps offset the oily shininess. Okay, and see how well that's blended it? I don't know if you can see that very well or not. After that's done, I always curl my eyelashes with an eyelash curler. Now, I mean, some people do it, some people don't. Do whatever works for you. If you can't stand to use them, that's fine. My eyelashes are kind of like a medium length. They do tend to be kind of sparse though. Now I love, and I always use this mascara. It's made by Thrive. You can't really get it to show up in there. It's called Thrive Cosmetics, and it's called Liquid Lash Extensions. It's got some little fibers and stuff in it. I used to be all for the Unique brand mascaras, and I really like their 3D lashes. But I also found sometimes the fibers didn't stay on very well. So, I mean, then you would have like little fibers kind of like below your eye, like through here and stuff. And I didn't like that at all. And this seems to actually stay on. To be able to get it off, I really have to use a good makeup remover face wash every morning when I get home from work. Now, as you can see, it really adds a good bit of length, I think. Now, this one seems to be getting kind of clumpy, which I don't like the clumpy look. And sometimes I get a little bit on me and I just gotta get it off, but it's not cooperating right now, probably because I'm doing a video. Normally it's not that bad. But anyway, what I do with the clumpiness, I use a little comb brush thingy. I don't even know what it's called. And then when I see the darker clumps on the end, I just kind of push it off with my finger, and I make sure that I wipe the comb part off. And that seems to help smooth things out and make it look not as clumpy. I don't know if you can see that very well. I'm trying to get it. All right, good enough, whatever. To remove that little bit of yucky makeup I have in this corner, I just get a makeup remover cloth and just dab it off. Because like I said, that stuff sticks on really, really good. It's a good mascara in my opinion, but not everybody likes it. Use whatever your favorite is. Okay. Get some of the powder off of me. It tends to like my shirt. It just clings there. Now, I just did the top lashes. I usually do the bottom lashes right after I do the top because I had that little smudge. I had to remove it first. And I just do a little bit on the bottom because I mean, you want to see that you have eyelashes down there. Mine are super light and thin, so it's really hard to tell that I even have any unless I put a little mascara. But it's not for everybody. If you don't want to do your lower lashes, that's fine too. Especially if you have like the thick, dark lashes. Do what works for you and your body. Everybody's so different. And then to help highlight things underneath and make my eyes look brighter, I like, and I don't always do this, but right now I feel like I need to. I like to use this, it's boxy, it's like a white eyeshadow, and really you can use any white eyeshadow, any. Try not to get something super shiny, because then I think it just stands out too much. But you just kind of put a little bit under, like you almost line your eye with it, almost like a white eyeliner. I don't use white eyeliner. It might work for you. I've just never tried it, honestly. But it probably would work as well, as long as it's not too white. I don't want it to look white. I want it to look natural. Or as natural as possible. All right, there we go. I've got that done. Now my next thing is the eyeliner. And I think this really helps with getting your eyes to pop. I only use it on the top part of my eye, the top lid part, just above my eyelashes. And I usually do kind of like a little tiny wing like thing out from it. I like the liquid eyeliner. This has been my favorite so far. It's by Haas Laboratories. Let's see if I don't know if you can see that or not. It's Haas Laboratories, and it's liquid eyeliner, matte, then matte liquid eyeliner, eyeliner liquid. That's what it says on the tube. I get BoxyCharms, and I get, I used to be a consultant, or not a consultant, but I used to help sell like unique stuff, and I used a lot of their products. I've tried a lot of their products, not everything, but a lot. And there's another one that I'm a member of, but I can't think of what it's called right now. I'm sure you guys know what it is. It's where you get the little sample size items. And I love trying all this different stuff. I find it nice because sometimes I will find a product that I like better than something else after a while. This eyeliner I love because it stays on all night, because I work a 12-hour shift in the hospital. Actually, I'm scheduled for a 12-and-a-half-hour one because, of course, lunch we don't get paid for. But this stays on, and you really have to wash it off. Now, it can be a pain to wash off a little bit. You have to use a good makeup remover to do it, to get it to come off. And make sure you get as close to your eyelashes as possible, because you don't want to see like the lighter color underneath. And I go all the way down to the very corner and then kind of curve up just the tiniest bit. And don't push hard, because if you push very hard, you'll get a great big thick line, and it just looks not very good. I like a nice thin line, and it helps just tie everything together. It makes my eyelashes feel fuller, I think. I think that's looks good in the camera there so you can see it. And then also you want to go all the way down to the crease and then kind of make that curve up in the corner where the crease is, where your eyes, like the bottom and top of your eyelid kind of come together, because that helps. I think it makes a big difference. After I do all that, I use the setting powder one more time, just a tiny bit of it, using the end of my unique brush that I use there. And I go over my eyeshadow. Once again, it helps absorb oil, and it helps keep that gunky appearance of the the eyeshadow getting all clumped together because of oils. It also helps with blending in your eyeshadow a little better, dulling it. It doesn't really dull it down, but it helps mute it a little better and makes it look more natural, I think, more blended in. One other thing I do like to use on a regular basis is a sculpting trio. And this is, I think it's a standard color. I don't know what color it is, but this is what it looks like inside. And I typically use the middle one. I've had this one for probably 3 years. It lasts me a very long time. I use the middle one the most. I do use the bronzer and highlighter on occasion when I'm going out and I want to do a more sophisticated or a fancier makeup routine. And I just use this under my eyes because that helps brighten the eyes a little better, helps eliminate those bags that I get because of course I work night shift and we nurses don't get a whole lot of rest sometimes. And I work 3 nights in a row. This will be my 2nd night. And that's pretty much it. I do like to use a lip gloss, a red tinted lip gloss to help brighten my lips a little bit and moisturize it. Or a lot of times I do use a lipstick like this one here, that color. Now it won't last all night. Now if you are wanting one that lasts a very long time and really is excellent, but does take me a little longer to get, I'm knocking stuff over. I need to clean off this counter. But it does last a very long time. It's great with masks because it won't smudge or smear or anything like that. Is this by Unique. I do love this. It's called Stiff Upper Lip Stain. And I've got bunch of different colors actually, and different ones I like. I like the more redder colors. It looks better, I think, with my complexion. But with regular lipstick, to help keep it from smudging from wearing a mask and everything, the best thing to do is get a piece of toilet paper and kind of like put it between your lips and kiss down on it. And that gets the bulky excess off. And it keeps it from smudging on your face. Now, I'm not promising you that's 100% guaranteed it won't do it, but it's much more likely to not smudge on your face or smudge all over your mask. I did it last night, just as an example, and I used a bright red lipstick, if I can find it here. This color, actually. And I didn't get any on my face at all. It worked perfect last night. But I have to do it not just once or twice. I usually do it 4 times. I do it once on each edge of a square of toilet paper. Well, that's all for now. Hope you guys have a good day. Good night. It's my day, your night.